Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating, historical, and valuable coins ever minted in the United States, the 1789 to 1797 George Washington Presidential $1 coin. This remarkable coin not only represents the very first presidency of the United States but also carries an incredible legacy of power, patriotism, and rarity that makes it worth an astonishing $4 million in the current collector's market. Now, imagine holding in your hand a coin that connects you directly to the founding era of the United States. A coin that celebrates the life and leadership of George Washington, the first president, the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army, and the man whose influence helped shape the entire nation. The George Washington Presidential $1 coin is far more than a piece of currency. It's a piece of history, art, and legacy combined into one golden masterpiece. This coin belongs to the prestigious Presidential $1 coin program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in the early 2000s to honor all American presidents in the order they served. But the 1789 to 1797 coin, representing Washington's 2 terms in office, holds a special place. It was the very first coin released in this series. Because of its historic significance and the special minting variations discovered over time, this coin has become one of the most desirable treasures among coin collectors, historians, and investors worldwide. Let's talk about its design. On the obverse side, or the front, you'll find a beautifully detailed portrait of George Washington, sculpted with care and precision. The inscriptions include George Washington, First President, and the years of his presidency. 1789 to 1797. The artistry captures the strength and dignity of Washington's leadership, showing his calm, determined expression that became a symbol of the American spirit. Flip the coin over to the reverse side, and you'll see the majestic Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and enlightenment. The words, United States of America, are engraved along the edge, and the denomination, $1, shines clearly. What makes this coin even more interesting is that the edge of the coin contains engraved inscriptions, a feature that sets it apart from traditional dollar coins. Along the edge, you'll find the motto, E Pluribus Unum, the year of minting, and the mint mark that tells where the coin was produced. Now, here's where things get fascinating. The original George Washington Presidential $1 coins were minted in 2007. But they commemorate Washington's presidency from 1789 to 1797. Among these coins, a few rare varieties and minting errors have been discovered, and these are the ones that fetch extraordinary prices, reaching into the millions. One of the most famous and valuable errors found on this coin is the missing edge lettering error. Normally, the inscriptions on the coin's edge are engraved during a secondary minting process. But in rare cases, this step was accidentally skipped, leaving the coin without any edge lettering at all. These smooth-edge coins are incredibly rare and are considered minting miracles. Collectors who have managed to find one of these rare missing-edge Washington presidential dollars have seen their values skyrocket over the years. While most coins in circulation are worth just face value or a few dollars, these rare varieties can easily reach hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, depending on their condition and certification. The most pristine examples, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, have broken records in private auctions, with one particular 1789 to 1797 George Washington $1 coin reaching the jaw-dropping value of $4 million. Why is this coin so valuable? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and historical importance. The coin represents the very first president of the United States, the beginning of the nation's leadership, and one of the earliest coins in the presidential dollar series. When you combine all of these factors with an extremely low number of minting errors, you get a coin that collectors are willing to pay any price for. Let's take a moment to reflect on the historical context. George Washington's presidency from 1789 to 1797 was a time of foundation, unity, and the building of a brand new government. The Constitution had just been ratified, the Capitol was being established, and the first systems of law and order were being created. This coin, although produced centuries later, honors that legacy in metal form, a tribute to the very roots of American democracy. Now, let's discuss how you can identify whether your George Washington presidential $1 coin might be valuable. First, check the coin's edge. If it has no inscriptions at all, that's a potential missing edge lettering error coin. Make sure to handle it carefully and check under magnification. The lettering on a standard coin should include "In God We Trust, E Pluribus Unum," and the year of minting, like 2007 P or D, depending on the mint mark. Second, check for mint marks. The Philadelphia Mint coins have a small letter P, while Denver Mint coins bear the D mark. In rare cases, proof coins were also struck in San Francisco, with the S mint mark, often in limited editions. Proof coins have mirror-like finishes and are highly sought after by collectors, but the error coins are the ones that bring in the truly massive figures. Another reason this coin is so coveted is the controversy it stirred when it was first released. Many people were surprised, and even upset, when they noticed that the phrase, "In God We Trust," appeared on the coin's edge rather than on the obverse or reverse. Some even nicknamed it the "Godless Dollar," and this caused a national debate about respect for traditional mottos. Because of this media attention, the coin became even more famous, increasing collector demand. Today, owning a 1789 to 1797 George Washington presidential $1 coin in perfect condition, especially one with a unique error, is like owning a small piece of the American Revolution itself. Some of these coins have been graded at MS-68 or higher, meaning they are in almost flawless condition. These top-tier examples are the ones that attract serious bidders at auctions, sometimes competing collectors from all over the world who understand both the rarity and the symbolism behind the coin. Let's talk about market trends. Over the years, rare coin values have continued to increase, especially for pieces that have historical or cultural significance. The 1789 to 1797 George Washington dollar is now part of that elite group of coins whose value has multiplied over time. 10 years ago, a high-grade version might have been worth several $1,000s. Today, the finest known examples have exceeded all expectations, hitting that incredible $4 million mark in the collector's market. If you happen to come across one of these coins in your possession, don't rush to spend it or clean it. Cleaning a coin can drastically reduce its value. Instead, store it properly in a protective holder or slab, and have it evaluated by a professional grading service. Even a small variation or detail you might overlook could turn an ordinary-looking coin into a fortune. Collectors always say that rare coins are like hidden treasure, and that's never been truer than with this one. The George Washington presidential $1 coin symbolizes the unity and strength of the young United States, the courage of its first president, and the artistry of American minting. Every detail, from Washington's portrait to the inscriptions along the edge, tells a story that stretches across centuries. Imagine being the lucky person who discovers one of these $1 million coins tucked away in an old coin jar, forgotten for years. It's happened before. Everyday people have found rare error coins in circulation, only to learn later that they were holding a piece worth a fortune. That's the magic of coin collecting. You never know when history will land right in the palm of your hand. So, if you have any George Washington presidential $1 coins, it's time to take a closer look. Examine the edges, check for missing lettering, and if the coin looks unusual, protect it and get it appraised. Who knows? You might be the next person to find a coin worth millions. The story of the 1789 to 1797 George Washington presidential $1 coin reminds us of how valuable our history truly is. These coins are not just metallic discs. They are time machines that connect us to the nation's earliest days. From the first oath of office to the shaping of a republic, this coin commemorates the era that defined freedom and leadership for generations to come. And that's why collectors are willing to pay $4 million for a single example. Because no price can truly capture the legacy it represents. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, the lesson is simple: never overlook a coin, no matter how ordinary it might seem at first.